Oh,
What?
I'm trying to change the camera. There's now to one of this.
Just leave it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I think it's going to be fine. It seems like it's okay.
Mhm.
You can't really zoom on it, unfortunately.
Yeah, that was my one problem.
It'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. Okay. Are we live now?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Sweet. Oh, I'm muted.
Wait, who's being who's
Hey, can y'all hear me? I think they can hear me. I don't know.
Okay. Do you want me to smack down? Okay. Are you good? Tell me when you get your coffee. Either way. Hey, get down there. I'm just putting my jacket on the chair. Yeah, I know that. I'm going to the door. Oh.
If you can hear me, tripod. Oh wait, there's a reason why. Yeah, I just did that. I ain't gonna wait.
Who's in section C? Are you doing C or B? Yeah. Gracie, section C people.
Pretty good.
Go to Gracie. No, close the door. Someone at the door over here. There's someone at the door over here. Gracie, you can still do C. There's someone at the door. You're fine.
If he makes it here, I'm sitting over there next to you. He's a good fellow. I like him.
So can you put them over there? The two over there. There's some people over there. They need help like
Okay.
it's not like me and my dad want to get like the metal box, the arms, that whole wheels. I want to make the whole body, the whole frame, like metal. Yeah, that would be better.
Not $4,000, but it gets pricey. Fold that will LED lights on, so it gets it out there and starts getting it out. Lights, where when you hit it, it'll up the tires. He came down and the dog.
Which one you want me to do?
Hi, darling. How are you?
I'm not know. Look, now what do I
We gotta have it all. Hey,
I mean, I don't think it does anymore.
I'm trying to do it. Why?
They don't have to do it.
No.
after intermission, so
We're in no rush.
I can sit here.
Cool.
So, yeah, I'll be doing
You gotta have these on the whole time. Huh? You gotta have these on the whole time. Really? How long is it, Eric? It isn't my phone, huh?
No, I'm gonna shut it off and turn it back on. Hello, everybody. Hello. I don't think the microphones are on. There they are. Ah, there we go. So, hi everyone. Welcome back. Yes. Welcome back. I'm Susan Gerdeman, theater director here at Lyman High School. I am so pleased that we can do this here tonight. I'm so like out of the habit of saying all my little speeches. Give me one moment. So welcome tonight to the Superior Thespian Showcase. This evening is all originally was supposed to just be all about celebrating the work that we did, but really tonight what I really want to celebrate is the fact that we are back on stage, which is really wonderful. Hopefully you guys feel very comfortable with the precautions that we have taken and all of that. And you know, if you don't like where you're sitting and you want to move further away from somebody, you are absolutely welcome to do that. The reason that I don't have anybody sitting here or here is because that's when the students, when they're finished with their scenes, are going to come down and sit with you guys in the audience so they can support each other as well. I don't know if my ushers can stay by the doors or not. I don't know if they, like if your sections are completely full, that's totally fine, but I would stay sort of somewhere where you guys, my usher people, just somewhere near the doors, just to help people to find out where they're supposed to sit. Okay. Speaking of my ushers, everybody should have scanned the QR code that takes you to the show program. Now tonight is a night of a lot of crazy firsts for me, because if you know anything about me as a director, I'm pretty strict about keeping things very classy and upstanding and all of that stuff. But I'm totally letting the kids come in and out, and they can come and sit out here and do all of that stuff. And I am encouraging use of your phones during this show, which is not something I ever do. But if you access that QR code, you are going to be taken to the digital program, which has several different hyperlinks in it that you can use. There's a hyperlink in it if you'd like to make a donation to us. We haven't done anything to make any kind of money this year. I'm not expecting that at all. I didn't quite know how to go about doing the online ticketing system for this show. I just wasn't prepared for that. But we do have an online ticketing system that we're going to be working with for Anastasia, the musical, which is April 8th, 9th, and 10th. So that is going to be happening. So because we didn't do anything like that, I just thought I would share the donation button with you if you should so feel like giving to our program. When you click on it, it's actually a generic donation page for Lyman High School, and it asks you who to specify it for. Just make sure it's Lyman Theater, or you can say Lyman Thespians, either way. As long as it's theater, then they'll know to allot that money to us. Some of you guys out there, face-to-face and in cyberspace land, were really kind and give us some donations. during our production of A Christmas Carol, and that was really, really kind of you. We really thank you. We thank you for your support. So there's that. So this year, instead of doing a district festival, we had a regional festival, and it opened up performance opportunities and event opportunities for our students. Normally, we can take 3 events in each of the categories to our district festival, but this year, as a regional festival, I was able to take 8 events in every single category, and I ended up with 52 events that are all somewhere between 3 and 10 minutes long. So if I had had all of the excellence and the superiors performing tonight, we would be here until the wee hours of the evening. Or the morning, rather. So tonight, we will be seeing live all of the events that received a superior at the Northeast Regional Thespian Festival this past November. And do not worry, you can still see all of the excellent scored events because in the program, there's a hyperlink that takes you to the excellent showcase on YouTube. And if you're watching from the comfort of your own home on live stream, it's under there as well. There's a link to click onto the program there as well. And then I also actually linked the excellent videos there because I wanted to make sure that those students got the recognition as well. Furthermore, so let me see, there was that. Okay, so the other fun thing about tonight is that this is an interactive experience. When we are all finished with watching all of the events, unless you want to be doing it throughout the show, because it does not matter how many times you vote. By the end of the night, I'm going to come back up here, and you're going to have the length of one song to get your votes in for your fan favorite performance event and your fan favorite technical event. And we will announce those, the winners of those right at the end of the show. And then following that, I'm going to announce for all of you and for our students the 12 events that will be representing us at the State Thespian Festival in March. So it's kind of a big night. I encourage you to take pictures. I encourage you to cheer and applaud loudly and brightly for these kids who've been waiting since November 2019 to perform on stage again. That's crazy, but it's been since November of 2019 that we've performed for an audience on this stage. So I'm just so happy to be here. It's making me teary. So thank you for being here. Thank you for your constant support, and get ready for a lot of fun. Congratulations to all of our guests, and here we go with the show.
And I'll be playing the engineer.
Hello, my name is Amanda Gutierrez, and I'll be playing the marshal. Hello, my name is Laura Cole, and I'll be playing the tour manager.
Hi, my name is Madison Garlandhouse, and I'm going to be playing the ringmaster.
My name is Emma Daniels, and I will be playing the young townsperson.
Hello, my name is Josh Arancibia, and I'll be playing the steam shovel operator.
Hi, my name is Becca Daniels, and I'll be playing the trainer. Hi, I'm Tegan MacDonald, and I'll be playing ballet girl.
Hello, my name is Christina Morris, and I'll be playing muddy townsperson.
My name is Rebecca Buckner, and I will be playing strongman.
Hello, my name is Alicia Jean-Baptiste, and I'll be playing from the townsperson.
Hello, my name is Desmond Edwards, and I will be playing the priest.
Actors, please take your places. And with that, I proudly represent Troop 2 Creek 29.
Ready? Showtime, sweetie.
Short guy ran up her back.
The women were hiding their faces, or pretending to.
We was afraid she was going to pick them up with her trunk like she did that red-haired fella.
Who but she didn't seem spooked at all. The short guy put the chain around her neck, patted her back, and stood up.
The little man ran off, and she was alone.
Mud in between the folds of her skin.
Scary.
Helpless.
Confused.
Guilty. Like a killer.
Like a queen.
The marshal looked up at the engineer and
Time. The railroad controls time. It made it stand still. The masses way below would held breath. They wanted to see if it was possible. They wanted to see if the railroad could really kill their elephant dead for them. I smiled at her, a reassuring smile. You can depend on the railroad. I gripped the handle hard, tasting the silent seconds, rolling them around my mouth, because I knew that this part, the before part, would be the best part of all. And then I threw the lever. Time started back up again. Crane groaned, gears grinding, and...
Damn! If that thing don't lift off the ground, an elephant for Pete's sake, it rose up steady till it standing on his hind legs. Tiptoe, toenail scraping the railroad track. Tiptoe, like it was doing a trick.
Well, we started clapping again, and I got a big smile down the hall. Because deep empty, there was no way in hell that elephant was ever going to leave Mother Earth.
But then, we started wondering why that thing wasn't going up any higher.
ear sounded kind of stuck.
I've got to think maybe she's too heavy. Maybe a 100-ton crane can lift 100 tons of steel, but not a 5-ton animal. Maybe an elephant's soul is too heavy. Maybe her soul is as heavy as the rest of her. That wasn't it.
It's not the crane. The crane could lift her. The crane could lift her flag.
It was a people problem, not a crane problem. People don't always remember this. Even a big crowd, even thousands of people. People tend not to remember the little details of that elephant hanging in front of them. Nobody did. Nobody remembered she was still chained to the track. Her foot was still chained to the track.
So they're kind of ripping her in half a bit, pulling her leg at this weird angle, her leg trying to hold her down to the ground, while the rest of her body was headed up.
Her leg broke. Bone about as big as my whole body. Break. I could feel it in my spine. My spine ached. Bubbled as if it ran like a tuning fork.
Eli started crying.
I should have left then, I suppose.
Eli ran off.
But I stayed. To see her chunk flailing around, jerking every which way, stabbing the air like crazy, trying to grab a hold of something.
If she was gone, then it would have been soon. And it is if the chain hadn't broke.
No.
But it broke.
No!
The chain about her neck broke.
No!
It wasn't the crane. The crane could lift her. The crane could lift her fine.
Mistake number 2. It was a chain problem, not a crane problem. Chain around there to hold all that weight. It was something.
The chain popped and she came crashing over the railroad with this sound like an oak tree cracking in half.
She broke her. I think she broke her hip. Fire coming out of her. Couldn't seem to move. Couldn't get off her side. It was loose.
Free.
That little guy in the corner before started screaming like he was the one who fell down. And he yelled out to somebody and they handed him a flicker link chain. And I couldn't believe it, but he ran over back again.
Christ.
He just ran up there, hooked her up again and ran off.
Nobody clapped this time. Didn't seem. In fact, some women started leading their children off.
So. They lifted her up again. Higher.
She made some noises, some air just kind of puffed out of her trunk, and then that was it.
Thank you. And today I will be presenting a student choreography called Wait For Me from Hadestown. This piece is actions for violence and frank talk of death. So, if that offends you, please take the time to leave now. Thank you. And here are my actors.
Hello, my name is Connor Matthews, and I'll be playing Orpheus.
Hello, my name is Zachary Bernstein, and I will be playing Hermes.
Hello, my name is Blake Gatling, and I'll be playing the worker.
My name is Emma Daniels, and I will be playing Lucasus.
My name is Amanda Gutierrez, and I'll be playing Eurydice.
My name is Josh Aaron-Sibian, and I'll be playing the worker.
My name is Rebecca Daniels, and I'll be playing a worker. I'm Tegan MacDonald, and I'll be playing a worker. I'm Olivia Shively, and I will be playing a worker. Hi, I'm Madison Eubanks Brooks, and I'll be playing Atropos.
Hello, my name is Nadia Minkatel, and I will be playing Clotho.
Actors, please take your places. And with that, how they represent Troop 23929.
How to get the heat this time. You have to take the long way down through the underground, under cover of night. Laying low, staying out of sight. Ain't no compass, brother. Ain't no map. Just a telephone wire and a railroad track. Keep on walking and don't look back till you get to the bottom line.
Wait for me, I'm coming. When I'm coming with you. Wait for me, I'm coming to, I'm coming to.
River Styx is high and wide. Centerpoints and razor wire. Walls of iron and concrete. Hound dogs howling round the gate. Wolf dogs are laid down and lay dead. You got the bones, you got the bread. But if all you got is your own two legs, just be glad you got
Wait for me, I'm coming. Wait, I'm coming. Wait for me, I'm coming to, I'm coming to. Where do you think you're going? Who are you? Why are you all alone? Who do you think you are? Who are you doing that you can walk a road that no one ever walked before?
You're on the run. Don't give your name, you don't have one. And don't look no one in the eye. That time I'm trying to suck you dry. They'll suck your brain, they'll suck your breath. They'll cut the heart right out your chest. They'll trust you under your Sunday best and stuff your mouth with shot.
Wait for me, I'm coming. Wait, I'm coming with you. I'm coming to, I'm coming away from me. I hear the walls repeating, falling on my feet, and it sounds like drumming. And I'm not alone. I hear the rocks and stones echo in my soul. I'm coming.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Desmond Edwards, and today I will perform a piece entitled Piazza from In the Heights. This piece has no asterisk, so feel free to enjoy it. And with that, I proudly represent District 3, Troop 2329.
Oh, give the Lord, give the Lord, give the Lord, give the Lord, oh, Piragua, 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 so sweet and nice, Piragua, vengo de mango, vengo de marcha, de hay de fresa, vengo de chile, de limón, de fresa, de checha, Piragua, 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 so sweet and nice, Piragua. Harder than the islands are high. Mr. Softly's trying to shut me down, but I keep escaping by the fading light. Ventana, this is my town. Piragua, Piragua, keep escaping by Piragua, 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 keep escaping by Piragua.
Hello, my name is Emma Daniels, and today I will be performing a solo musical entitled I Don't Need a Roof from the musical Big Fish. This piece is asterisk for Frank's talk of death, so if this offends you, please take the time to leave now. Thank you. And with that, I proudly represent Troop 2329. In your face, I see a lifetime. In this place, I feel at ease. All pain healing, pain's wearing thin. Here's where I begin. I don't need a room to say
And we are Morse & Co. And today we will be presenting a small group piece of a number entitled Easy Street from Annie. This piece is abstract for violence, language, religion, and frank talk of death. So, if that offends you, please take the time to leave now. Thank you.
And with that, I'm proud to represent District 3 through 2329. I remember the way our sainted mother would sit between us.
She'd say, kids, there's a place that's like no other. You gotta get there before you die.
You don't get there by playing from the rule.
You stack the aces.
Let's roll the dice.
Mother dear, oh, we know you're
Down there listening.
How can we follow your sweet advice too?
Looks like she has a couple of dollars.
She looks for all the monologues. See, all of the monologues? The millionaire? No, the millionaire. You don't know. You work supposed to have.
Fifth Avenue? You don't talk to Fifth Avenue.
You don't? So what is it worth? Easy street, easy street, have the rich folks play with all day past oh, they're never loving feet. Easy street, easy street. It's from me, wonderful. Here, what are the orphans? Is he the dog that I want? What? Yep. That one kid is gonna have everything. It's not an orphan. Living a life of luxury. It ain't fair. No, it ain't fair.
No, it ain't fair. That's 3 or 4 months.
Oh, she gets bullets. A little brat. It ain't fair. This life is driving me nuts. Popping at peanuts. She's living for that. Maybe she was to get more myself instead of us.
Maybe fix the game with something silly.
Well, is that what us?
Oh, I'll give you one yet.
Yes, 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 yes! Easy street, easy street, having yes, the king. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes.
Hi, my name is Taylor Cordova, and today I'll be presenting a scene design from Elephant's Graveyard by George Bryant. This piece is abstract, for violence and Frank talk for death. So Amanda and do please take the time to leave now. And now I proudly represent District 3, Troop 2329. Elephant's Graveyard is based off a true story that takes place in Irwin, Tennessee in 1916. In the play, people's selfishness and greed lead to them hanging an elephant. It is a beautiful story about human nature and is something that I wanted to show in my designs. On the house left is a green boxcar, and on the right is a red one. This comes from the idea where all of the characters who are for hanging the elephant will be staged primarily on the right side, and people who are against the hanging of the elephant will be staged on the left. I chose the colors green and red because they are stereotypically associated with good and bad. In front of these boxcars are seating for characters, mostly for the part of the play where they are in the circus and watching the elephants hanging, in which these characters would need to sit. These boxes can also be moved wherever to communicate the change of location. The play also describes a yellow mud that stains the town. I thought this was an interesting visual, as mud is not often described as yellow. I wanted to make this yellow stain a focus in the set. This is why I chose to paint the stage and have that yellow spread to the bottom of the platform and stairs. Another focus is the railroad. They say the railroad controls time, and it's something the town is proud of. And it's where they have the elephant hung. This is why I wanted to have the trains there at all. And the colors of trains are very specific, as mentioned before. I purposely chose to have less green than red, because I felt like there are more characters living for their own selfish cause than those who aren't. The model and designs are to a 1/4 inch equals a foot, and the measurements are as followed. The front platform is a 2 feet high, 7 foot wide, and a 29 foot across. The back platform is actually two next to each other and are both the same dimensions of 3 feet high, 5 feet wide, and 17 feet across. The house left and right stairs are also the same dimensions, 2 feet high, 3 feet wide, and 2 feet across. The center staircase is 2 foot high, 5 feet across, 2 feet wide. The box on house left is a 2 foot tall, 7 foot across, and a 2 foot wide. The big crates on house right are 2 by 2 by 2, and the small crates, also on house right, are a 1 by 1 by 1. The two train carts are also the same size, of 13 feet across, 5 feet wide, and 5 feet tall. I added the wooden flats hanging in the back in order to get the design more put together and run down low. The play opens by describing the insignificance of the town and how forgotten and uncared for it is. I thought by adding broken wood platforms would help portray this. Visually, they look better hanging from all different heights and being all different size. My assumption is that the lighting would be warmer tones. This is because the play takes place in September, which is fall. I would also like the site to be seen and add bright colors which can add a lot to the scenes. I chose my colors keeping to this lighting choice in mind. Thank you.
And today, we will be presenting the scene entitled, again, From the Same Group, Different Story. And we proudly represent District 3 to 2329. Mind if I come in? Come in. This is what started this time. I guess not. Grinding me some angrier tonight. Kind of sucks, so it's kind of fun to watch the dead are walking tonight. Is it any work? Yeah, I didn't get a chance to report it. I'm finding it online tomorrow. If Connor spoils it for me. Why did you hang out with my guy anyway? He's not so bad. Real friends don't tell you spoilers. He just can't keep a secret. Like a friend. Do you think they'll ever stop? I don't know. I mean, they always argue. That's just how they are. No, I mean, I'm not arguing. Oh, me never. What's this kind of relationship they have? Is it the kind of relationship they should? I don't know. It's just how some relationships are, I guess. I'm never getting married if that's
parents doesn't mean they automatically love each other. They got married. People make mistakes.
What are you saying? So when they fight, it doesn't mean that they're not supposed to be together.
But they fight all of the time.
Don't fight all the time.
When was the last time we had a family dinner or went to the movies without a fight starting? Running out of milk this morning.
Well,
When grandma came. When you get married, is this how you want things to be?
so what's happening opposite or walking?
Seriously, that's what you want to talk about?
Sounds like we're going to be here for a while, so sure.
Are you having fun of it?
How stupid is the clock these
I'm
days?
not going to tell you.
Okay. Hey, I understand.
Fine. Austin and Jody are fighting about whether or not they should be together. Okay? They know food will run out, but they're scared to see what lies outside will come out.
Okay?
They're fighting about what to do next.
How are they fighting? It seems like such an easy decision.
Well, they know things will run out eventually, but they're scared to see what could happen to them if they were trapped outside of the conflict.
It's the only safe thing now.
Exactly. What do you think the characters should do?
Do you think I'm stupid?
What?
You're talking about mom and dad.
I'm not. Seriously, check the episode synopsis. What do you think they should do?
Is it TV or
I know.
TV things are predictable?
Sometimes, but answer the question.
They're almost done, aren't they?
I don't think they'll ever do that. Something has to change. What if we give them permission to separate?
What? We can't do that.
Why not?
It's their relationship.
But it's our family. How many times have we been locked in this room waiting for them to stop fighting?
How would we even do that?
We could sit them down and say, Mom, Dad, you fight all the time. We think you need a break from each other. Separate for a while. See if anything changes. See if you miss each other.
Been thinking about this for a while, haven't we?
That's it.
I couldn't say that to them.
Fine, we'll write them a letter. Dear Mom and Dad, you've been fighting forever and you're sick of it. Please separate for a while.
Look, Riley, why does my name have to go first?
Fine. Rory and Riley.
I'm not doing that.
Why not? I like it. What if we left divorce lawyer cards around the house?
You think you're yourself? This is crazy.
Our family is crazy.
All families are crazy, one way or another.
That isn't okay.
Sometimes I wish this was TV. And someone would tell a joke and mom and dad would stop fighting and start to laugh.
They would hide in a comp.
Staff and music would play.
Our brains get eaten by zombies.
Right. Maybe reality is better.
So, what do you think we should do?
Maybe we should tell them how we feel. How we feel about them fighting and having to hide attitude. That would worry them.
Do you think they'd even listen?
I don't know. I just think they need to know how we feel.
You want to tell them now? I guess we'll leave it until later.
What time is it?
10 after 8.
You want to go watch the Dead Are Walking? It's about 10 minutes in, but I mean, it's mostly commercials.
Seriously? I thought you hated that show.
It's not my favorite, but I can get into it.
You're gonna make fun of the zombies, aren't you?
Why don't people just run? They walk so slowly.
Ah!
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Zachary Bernstein. Today I will be performing a solo musical entitled The Games I Played from the musical Falsettos. This piece has 4 sexual content, so if any of this offends you, please take the time to leave now. Thank you. And with that, I proudly represent District 3, Troop 2329. I don't look for trouble. I do not accept blame. I good and bad side, but they're one and the same. Ask me to rouse you, I will rise and obey. These are the games I play. I screw every morning, then bathe and drink tea. I've been playing canasta, disastrously. All my recreation seems to suit me okay. These are the games I play. It's tough to love, love's tough to show. Let me face the music, it's a song that I was waiting to hear so long ago. I bet on the horses, I die by degree. And I'm sure his divorce is a tribute to me. Ask me if I love him, it depends on the day. These are the games I play. It's tough, my friend, love's looking strong. Play again the music, it's a song that I've been waiting to hear for much too long. Years too long. It hurts not to love you. It hurts when love fades. It's hard when Carlo is off playing family charades. Ask me if I need him. Get him out of my way. These are the games. These are the games. These are the only games I
small group musical entitled The I Love You Song from the 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee.
This show is Masters for Religion, so if this event, please take the time to leave now. Thank you. With that, we proudly represent District 3, Troop 2329.
Manny Gutierrez, and today I'll be presenting my costume designs from the show Kinky Boots. This is Ashton's for sexual situations, so Fenty, please take the time to leave now. And with that, I proudly represent District 3, Troop 2329. So the reason why I wanted to do Kinky Boots as my costume design for this year is because of the fact that it was something new that I'd never done before, which was drag fashion. I have never explored that area of design, and I really wanted to do something new for me and challenge myself. So Kinky Boots was like the best option for me. My first character is Charlie Price. So Charlie is this man who has to take over his father's family business, his factory, because his father dies. Even though he really doesn't want to, really doesn't want to take over his factory, he does so because he respects his father and his father's wishes. So his main color is blue, and blue represents loyalty, responsibility, and inner security. What he's wearing right now is what the script tells me he's wearing, which is a suit jacket, a button-up, tie, and boxers. I decided, in like the red boots, I decided to add fishnets because I thought that would have been better for the costume itself, and add a little bit more like business on the top, party on the bottom kind of thing. My next character is Pat. Pat is known to have like this wild side that she is not able to show unless she's allowed to, and then throughout the musical you see that she actually realizes that she doesn't need everyone's like acceptance to show who she really is. She can just show it. In the script, it told me that Pat would only just wear the boots, so I had the creative freedom to put her in a dress, so I decided to do that. I did this like black and white little crisscross pattern on the top. That's going to be two different fabrics that are actually like tied around. And then I just gave her a flowy blue like bottom, a flowy blue skirt because of the fact that I just thought that fit with her personality, considering that she's like liquid, she flows, and she's not afraid to she's able to adapt to every situation. Next is Dawn. Dawn is like the kind of stereotypical conservative person who does not agree with Lola and the drag queens. He thinks what they're doing is disgusting, and he really wants to stop it. So, but at the end of the musical, he realizes how wrong he was, and to show that he accepts the drag queens, he decides to wear the boots. So I wanted to make him look like a stereotypical like Southern conservative. Not conservative, but like a Southerner. So I decided to give him this like sleeveless jean jacket with a red t-shirt. His red symbolizes caution, anger, and energy, since he puts a lot of anger and energy towards these people because he's scared if that's gonna something's gonna happen to him if he doesn't. He's also wearing boxers and he has fishnets too with the red boots. In the script, it says he's just wearing the red boots, so I had the creative freedom to put him in whatever I wanted to put him that seems fit. My next character is Lola. So Lola's main color is of course red, which represents passion, courage, and strength for her. She has the courage and passion. She has the passion to do drag. And she has the courage and strength to be able to go out and show other people, because people don't really accept that kind of stuff from in the shows, but she's not afraid to get beaten down because she will always bounce back because she's that strong. I was gonna put her in a dress, but I decided against it because I thought that was foxy enough for her. So I decided to put her in a leotard that is tight at the midsection and loose on the top. These lines would be sequins that would be made out of this. She has fishnets, and then she has a skirt cape that I just thought that just gives her like big personality even more. And my final character is the Angels. She is, and that's the name for the ensemble drag people. So if I had a chance to like do all the ensemble drag people, they would all be the colors of the rainbow. But she's just blue. So for this one, I got inspired by idols and idol skirts. This is an idol skirt. Idol skirts are basically circle skirts that are shorter and go out more with a ton of crinoline underneath to keep that like shape. So as you can see, she's wearing black gloves, fishnets, she has crinoline and her blue skirt, and then she has this like hard exterior thing. It would probably be either like a plastic-esque material, like, or it could be like this blue fabric over a hard material. And then the black stuff right here would be the end of this sequence. This is the digital binder portion of my presentation. These slides will include my design references and my bibliography. First things first is Charlie's character design inspirations. His main color is blue, which represents loyalty, responsibility, and inner security. The reason why I wanted Charlie to be one of my costume designs is because of the fact of his big character development throughout the musical. He starts off as this man who tries to stay in the restraints of society's expectations. And at the end of the musical, he becomes this person who is able to accept others and himself and is able to find himself in the musical. The quote I have here just tells me what kind of costume pieces I need to incorporate into my designs. The quote here says, "There stands Charlie in a shirt, suit jacket, and tie. No pants, just boxers and a pair of bright red mega high boots." Next up is Pat's design's inspiration. Her main color is light blue, which represents freedom, self-expression, and joy. The reason why I want to do Pat is because of the fact that she has this wild side that she can only express when she's allowed to. And at the end of the musical, she's able to express that without being allowed to, without like society telling her she can't. She's able to express that, and that really ties into the theme of this musical. Her quote is, "The stage is flooded with all of the factory workers who appear in boots, happily modeling their product for the audience." That quote right there only tells me that she's wearing boots. Other than that, I'm allowed to put her in anything that I want to and that I see fit for her. Next up is Don's design inspirations. His main color is red, which represents caution, anger, and energy. The reason why I wanted to do Don's costume was because of the fact that he also goes through a big character arc. He starts off as this very conservative man who does not like anything Lola is doing, and he wants to stop it, and he constantly fights against Lola and the drag queens. But at the end of the story, he actually accepts it by wearing the red boots and shows that he doesn't care anymore and that it's not his place to say what's the right and what's the wrong, and he realizes that what he said was wrong. His quote says, "Don appears and takes center stage now. He sports a pair of the red boots." That basically tells me that he's wearing red boots, and that's it. Other than that, I don't know what else he's wearing, so that gives me creative freedom. Next is Lola's design inspirations. Lola's main color is red, which represents passion, courage, and strength. The reason why I wanted to do Lola's costume was because of the fact that she is such a main and important role in the show, with helping everybody in the show love other people, love themselves, and show themselves and express themselves. And she's just a great icon to show that like you can love yourself and you can express yourself and you don't have to worry about what other people think because you can always bounce back. Her quote is, "Lights catch Lola, dressed in signature red at the top of the runway." This doesn't give me much besides the fact that she is wearing red, and of course she's probably going to be wearing the boots. So other than that, I also have creative freedom with Lola's design. And finally are the angels' design inspirations. So for the angels, I would have each angel represent a color of the rainbow if I could make every single angel. But since I only made one, I made them blue. For my quote for them is, "Charlie scoots out of the way as the angels, one by one, come down the runway modeling the boots as those watching applaud wildly and flashbulbs flash." That just gives me a lot of creative freedom for what the angel is wearing, since they're only just wearing the boots. Other than that, I can put them in whatever I see fit. For this slide and the next slide, you may pause so you can see my designs up close. For the final slide is my bibliography. So the first thing choreography is the Kinky Boots script, and everything after that, our website for the Hamlet history and information of drag fashion and culture, so I can represent it correctly in my designs. And with that, that concludes the end of my costume design presentation. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sam Lipsy, and today I will be performing a solo musical number entitled Lost in the Wilderness from Children of Eden. This scene is asterisk for Frank Conquered Religion and Frank Conquered Death, so if this offends anybody, please take the time to leave now. Thank you. And with that, I proudly represent District 3 through 2329. I never made this world, I didn't even lose it. I know no one said it was fair. They had a garden once, they had the chance to choose it. They gave it away, including my share. And now we're lost in the wilderness, lost crying in the wilderness. If anyone's watching, it seems they couldn't care less. We're lost in the wilderness. You follow all the rules, you swallow every story, and every night you wish on a star. Dreaming your day will come, trusting in allegories, and every morning going look where you are. Lost in the wilderness, lost slowly dying in the wilderness, with no chance of living until you confess. Lost in the wilderness. But watch the eagle fly to the sun, and wonder how we got to feel so free. If you ever have, you know your journey's begun. Hey, what have you got to lose, boy? Already we are lost in the wilderness, and where we are headed, I couldn't even guess, but I'll go without a warning, running out of hidden ground, where our future lies forming, where our hearts are outward bound. Those times distant morning, we may stop and look around, and there, in the wilderness, finally we'll be found.
Today, I will be performing a solo musical entitled The One-Feathered Tale of Miss Gertrude McFuzz from the musical Seussical the Musical. This piece has no asterisks, so please feel free to enjoy. And with that, I proudly represent District 3 through 2329.
enjoy this 15-minute intermission.
I colored it after that.
Hi, my name is Kaylee Russell, and today I will be presenting my costume construction for the Princess de Bouillon from Adrienne Lecouvreur, and I proudly represent 2329. Adrienne Lecouvreur was written by Ernest Legouve and Eugenie Scribe in 1849. It follows the life of the titular character, who was a popular actress in 18th century France. It also includes others that she interacted with, including the Princess de Bouillon, who is my chosen character. I opted to make the dress she would wear during Act 1, which, given the fact that the play is set in 1730 France, would be a traditional robe à la Française. This is actually a screenshot of the title page of the original play, which I was able to get on the internet due to the fact that it is now in the public domain, as it was written so long ago. And I actually got to read the whole thing, and it was really fun, very interesting, and I enjoyed it a lot. So that was mainly where I got all of my information for this. I also used a couple of different websites, including the American Duchess website, which was where I got my patterns that I will mention a little bit later on. The princess doesn't go to any big events during the first act, meaning her dress wouldn't be too extreme. Paniers were the staple undergarment / shapewear of the period, which were shorter hoops made purely to extend the waist and hips. Large paniers that could span over a dozen feet would be worn for formal events, but everyday attire called for a similar silhouette, slimmer silhouette, and just thinner paniers. Other staples of the robe à la Française itself are these really dense watteau pleats on the back, which gave it the nickname sack back gown to some. A tight bodice with a low squared neckline. Pagoda sleeves, which were really tight sleeves with a flare at the elbow, often accentuated with lace or ruffles, and open front skirts worn over rounded petticoats. Lace, ruffles, ribbons, bows, gems, all kinds of embellishments were almost a necessity for most, and the gowns were often made with brighter pastel colors. With that all in mind, I began to try and sketch up some designs and ideas for where I would go with the dress, even though I'm not much of an artist. So these were kind of what I had come up with, and I think I ended up opting to go for the light blue with white accents that is very similar to the drawing towards the right. And I chose the blue because I felt like it would be a much more appropriate color for a character like the Princess de Bouillon, who isn't so much a sweet, kind of innocent, floaty type of princess that I feel like the pink would be more suitable for. She's a lot more brazen and bold, and the blue would have actually been a very, very expensive color to make at that time, so it really kind of shows off just how wealthy she was. Pink would have been a much cheaper color to make, whereas blue would have had to been dyed multiple times with multiple different ingredients. I found some simplicity patterns, which were made in partnership with American Duchess, which is a historical shoemaking company. So they're actually very, very historically accurate, and I was really excited to get to work with such period-appropriate patterns and techniques. I ended up going to the fabric store and picking out some polyester satins that could give the feel of silk, which would have been the appropriate material to use without being incredibly expensive. This was most of the fabrics that I got, aside from a few in there that don't go in the dress, but that was all my fabrics, and the muslin that I used for the lining, and the threads and all that. So I began with the petticoat because I felt like that would be a nice little simple thing to begin with. I stitched all the panels together, made the pleats, tried it on, make sure it fit. And then I moved on to the base of the gown, which was kind of two panels that made up the front sides, and then the back panel, which was just the panel of the super, super dense Watteau pleats brought together at the top. And then those were all stitched together to create the gown. I tried on the gown, I added the sleeves, made sure everything fit properly because I was doing this to my measurements. And then got out all of the lace and trim that I had also purchased on a separate trip, and started stitching that together to make the hem and the embellishments and other trimmings and fun things. Here in the first image, you can see where I did the lining of the bodice, and that actually serves as the shape for the top because the back, the pleats just draped out from behind, and if we didn't have the lining, there would be absolutely no shape to the top of the gown. I also added the hem with the lace and some embellishments to the sleeves, and then in that second picture, you can see I added ruffles to the underskirt and finished up the ruffles along the other edge of the gown. And then here you can see my completed panniers that I made with just some flexible boning and muslin and twill tape ties. And this was what was worn under the petticoat and the gown. Here is the underskirt / petticoat, all finished and complete with the ruffles. And then there it's hanging on a hanger, so you can see that it has ties on the side, and that's how it stays cinched at the waist. And then here we have the entire gown all finished, panniers, petticoat, gown and all. You can see in the first picture that I created a stomacher, and it, you can see it better in more pictures a little later on, but the stomacher has hooks and eyes to come together in the center, and it kind of goes on almost like a jacket, and then hooks in the center over everything else. Here you can see more of the details up close, the bows and the lace and the sleeves and all of the ruffles along the neckline. And then some more detail shots in the center. You can see more of what I was talking about, the hooks and eyes on the stomacher, holding the whole thing together. And then here are some pictures of the dress hanging on a hanger. And in the first picture, once again, you can see the lining. The ties in the back are what make it able to be adjusted for size, which I think is really, really cool and interesting. And I actually thought it was really fun. And then once again, in the back, you can see the Watteau pleats more close up. It's like 3 yards of fabric just condensed into a really, really thin track that kind of extends out into this lovely little train towards the bottom. Some more detailed shots, the inside of the stomacher, more little details on the sleeve. And then here we get into the budget, but before I go over that, I wanted to just talk a little bit about my experience creating this dress and what it was like for me. So it took about 75 hours, which was, I would say, not too much for how intricate the dress really is. Like, I feel like I did a pretty good job being very on top of things and finishing everything in a timely manner. I had a really, really fun time going through all of the techniques and the pattern and just kind of seeing how a dress like this would have been made back then, because so many things, like the way that the ties came in the back of the bodice, the way that the waistband on the petticoat was tied in, the way that the panniers were all tied together, was really, really, really interesting and a really, really fun learning experience. But so my initial plan for the budget was $180 because I kind of looked up and got kind of a little bit of a quote on what all of my fabrics and materials would cost. I actually ended up staying under budget by almost $40 because I got a lot of things on sale. I cut back on some things that I actually didn't need as much of that I thought I did. Like thread, I used a lot less thread than I thought I would need, so I bought a little bit less. So yeah, overall, I think I'm really, really proud of the work that I did, and I think that this kind of budget would be pretty appropriate for small to medium scale production, for this being one of the main characters, and Dresden is worn for about a third of the show. I think that it makes a lot of sense, and I was also able to do it in a very timely manner. It did not take up so much time that I feel like it would have used up the entire rehearsal process or preparation process.
And today I will be performing a solo pantomime entitled Thespian. This performance has no asterisks, so please feel free to enjoy. And with that, I proudly represent Troop 2329.
Hello, my name is Ayana Austin Eddy, and today I will be presenting my costume designs for the musical production of Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella. This event has no asterisks, so feel free to enjoy. And with that, I proudly represent from District 3, Troop 2329. Now, I chose to do this production because my school was actually supposed to do it before COVID happened, but because of COVID, it got canceled, and I was actually the costume designer for that production. So I felt like redoing some of my designs and revamping them would be, a fun little idea. So first off, we're going to start with Ella, and this is her costume from Act 1, Scene 2. This is for provincial costume, so this is what she's wearing whenever she's working or doing chores or anything of that sort. For the color scheme for this costume, I chose to go with earth tones because Ella herself is a very kind, calm, collected, down-to-earth person. So I feel like using earth tones for this costume is a good idea. There's also some small elements of burgundy and pink just to incorporate and connect her to Madame and the sisters, as you can see in her shoes and in the ribbon trim that is incorporated in some of her design elements. This costume was inspired by 18th century working class women's clothing. This is actually based off of a short gown, which is a gown that women wore whenever they would do chores around the house or in the yard or whatever. As you can see, she has a plain cream color shirt under a bodice with a lace up front. She also has 3 skirts with the top skirt being folded up and tucked in. A lot of 18th century women did this in order to have pockets to carry things whenever they were working. And since when we first meet Ella, she is gathering firewood, I thought this was a very good idea to incorporate into her design. The fabrics I chose, since this is for when she's working and moving around a lot, I want them to be comfortable, breathable, soft, so they're all just plain cottons with some different patterns on them, just to allow for that easygoingness, very comfortable for the actress. My next design is for Madame. And this design is from Act 1, Scene 2. So this is when we are first introduced to Madame in the play. And this outfit, just like Ella's, is the one she wears most of the time. This is her regular going out outfit. And in the play, we know that Madame is the embodiment of vanity and fashion, and she likes her things to be a certain way, and she's very prim and pristine. So with that, I chose to go for this beautiful jewel tone cotton, as you can see, which makes up most of her dress. I feel like burgundy just always gives off a sense of high fashion and authority, as well as the black fabrics, because black also represents sophistication, authority, which we know Madame has because she's always controlling everything about the girls' lives. In her hair, there are 2 feathers. I just feel like that would be a nice, tiny little extra accessory to have. I feel like Madame would definitely be the type to put feathers in her hair, probably even have them all over her gowns, if she very well could. Under this dress, I would have her wear a hoop skirt just to get that nice rounded silhouette that you see here. So it would be like a nice, not too drastic, but drastic enough contrast to the cinched waist. Next up, we have Gabrielle. And this is her costume from Act 1, Scene 5. So this is actually the gown she would wear to the prince's ball. As we know, Gabrielle, unlike Madame or her sister, is very tender, she's very kind-hearted, she's very soft-spoken. So I decided to portray that within the colors and fabric types of this costume. So as you can see, a lot of the fabrics are very soft, very sheer. I actually have 2 different types of satin. This one is a very nice baby pink. This one is a very pale teal, almost a seafoam green, which I thought just really gave off a sense of calmness and sweetness and a little bit of innocence, with which Gabrielle has. And that's what she is. She's very innocent. She's very sweet. So I thought going with the very light, pale colors was a good idea to portray that. As well, she has a lot of flower elements upon her dress. Flowers, I feel, are very pretty, very calming. They're very nice to have, nice to see. So I feel like incorporating that is also portraying her calm personality. The flowers will most likely be made of fabric, just some tulle and maybe a little bit of sheer satin or lace. Underneath this dress, I would most likely have the actress wear a crinoline, maybe not even a crinoline, maybe just a petticoat, because I wanted to have some volume, but since we know Gabrielle is not extravagant or one for big things, it would be a nice subtle type of curve, type of definition to the skirt. Our next design is for Charlotte, and this is also from Act 1, Scene 5, so this is also her ball gown. Now, as you can see with the design for Charlotte, it is very different compared to the design for Gabrielle. Since Charlotte is basically on the other spectrum of Gabrielle, as where Charlotte is very outgoing, she's very playful, she's very loud. I felt like going with very playful and fun colors and fabrics with her would be a great idea. So for her, I have a lot of shimmery fabrics. This one is a somewhat sheer purplish lilac shimmery organza. This one is a nice hot pink satin. Once again, hot pink I feel like is a very fun color, so I feel like that would be perfect for Charlotte. I also chose to have a lot of bow elements on her dress, just because this dress is inspired by 18th century Rococo style dresses and gowns and clothing. And when I was doing my research, I saw a lot of them had things such as bows and flowers and a lot of decorations all around them. So I thought Charlotte would be one to prefer bows, which is why I gave her that. Under this, I feel as though she should wear a pannier, just so she has the wide hip silhouette for the dress. I feel like that would further accentuate the big dress, just to go with her big personality, which is what I'm going for with this costume. Lastly, we have the costume for Marie. Now, Marie, this costume is from Act 1, Scene 6. Obviously, we know this is when Marie first reveals herself to be the fairy godmother to Cinderella. And so, since she is the fairy godmother, I wanted to give her a very dreamy, very flowy, very elegant type look. And when I think dreamy, I always think of iridescent type fabrics, which is why I have these two iridescent organzas right here, which is incorporated in the outer part of the skirt part of the dress right here. They would go over top, probably in 2 to 3 layers, over the silver silk part of the dress. And over top the organza, I would have this very nice crystal organza. It actually has small little crystals embedded into it, which I feel like is very elegant, very dreamy, which is what I would want for Madame. Just like Charlotte, I would have her wear a pannier under this dress, just so she gets that really nice wide hip figure, which is what I would love for her to have. And yes, that is it. That is all for my costume designs for Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella. I hope you enjoyed, and now you can feel free to look at my bibliography and inspiration pictures provided in the slide after this.
Hello, my name is Connor Matthews, and today I will be presenting 2 contrasting monologues. One from Coriolanus by William Shakespeare, and the other from Mercy by Adam's Influence. These monologues are asterisk provided, so if that offends any of you, please take the time to read them now. Thank you. With that, I proudly represent District 3 to 2329. I will give my reasons more worthless than their voices. They know the corn was not our revenue, hence resting well assured they never did their service for. Being pressed, to the war, even when the navel of the state was touched, they would not thread the gates. This kind of service does not deserve more gratitude. Being in the war, their mutinies and revolts wherein they showed much valor do not speak for them. The accusations which they have often made against the Senate, all cause on board, could never be the motive of our so frank donation. But what then? How shall this brazen multitude digest the Senate's courtesy? Let deeds express what's like to be their words. We did request it. We are the greater pull, and true fear they gave us our revenge. Thus, do we debase the very nature of our seats, and make the rabble call our cares fears which will in time. Grateful for the loss of the Senate, bringing road to pack radiance. I wish you would cry. It's not right. People tell me I'm lucky you're not crying all night and all day, but still it's not natural not to cry at all. You can say something. Tell me when you're ready or hungry. Just say, hey. Can you say that? Hey. Hey. Hey, say hey. Hey, just say it, like me. Hey. Hey. Or you know, something else I don't have to control you. You could say, Dad. 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 Okay. Well, whenever you're ready, just don't. I mean, don't feel like you have to hold back because of me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sid Lipsy.
Hello, my name is Zachary Bernstein.
And today we will be performing a duet musical number entitled Lily's Eyes from the Secret Garden.
This piece is asterisk for frank talk of death, so if any of this offends you, please take the time to leave now. Thank you. And with that, we proudly represent District 3 Troop 2329.
Strangely quiet, now the storm seems rest, just like again, standing, waiting, I think of her, I think of strange this Mary, she leaves the room, that's her days. She lingers on. Something stirs me to think of her. I think of her. From death she casts her spell. All night we hear her sighs. And now a girl has come who has her eyes. She has her eyes. The girl has Lily's hazel eyes. Those eyes that saw him happy long ago. Those eyes that gave him life and hoped he'd never know. How can you see this girl and miss those days? She has her eyes. The girl has Lily's hazel eyes. Those eyes that closed and left me all alone. Those eyes I fear would never ever let me go. How can I see this girl who has her hazel eyes? In Lily's eyes a castle this house seemed to be, and I the bravest knight became. My lady fair was she.
I'll forget that once I dared to be in love alive and whole in Lily's eyes, in Lily's
My name is Haley Vargas, and today I'll be presenting my costume designs for the show Seussical the Musical. This event has no asterisks, so feel free to enjoy. And with that, I proudly represent District 3, Troop 2329. So my first design is Cat in the Hat. So for Cat in the Hat, I basically wanted him to have this Willy Wonka feel to him. So I gave him a tailcoat with fur trim on the cuffs, and the same fur trim is on his pants by the navel. His pants are basically normal dress pants with a white stripe down the side of them, and his tail is attached to the red piece he's wearing. His boots are he has boots on, but they're going to be painted like the cat feet because I know that's rude. My next design is Mrs. Fair, and Mrs. Fair has the flower that all the Who's live on in her hair and as earrings, because my concept for the Who's is to basically have the flower that they live on in their hair and as well as an accessory. Miss Fair wears pearls on her neck and on her wrist because I want her to look fancy and rich. Miss Fair I imagine her as a traditional wife, so when I think of that, I think of the 50s, so she has this 50s inspired dress on with a really high slit. She also sports this hourglass, dramatic hourglass figure, because I imagine the person who plays the Miss Mayor is a drag queen, so I want her to have this dramatic body shape. I want her to basically look like a walking campaign ad, so she has bunting everywhere in her hair and on her apron with a big red bow on the back, holding it up, and she has a scarf that says bow on it because she's very supportive of her husband. So the next design is Gordon, and Gordon, I mean, is shelter. Dad, so I kind of wanted him to look like a stereotypical dad. So he's wearing a blue polo shirt with blue stripes, khaki shorts, and socks and sandals. His sandals at the bottom are going to be painted to look like elephant feet. And the actor is basically wearing a unitard. So because I want the actor to be completely covered up so it looks like not a human on stage. So it looks like an animal on stage, basically, or to help look like it's an animal on stage. His elephant head is, the actor's head is, his face is peeping to the front. The ears are kind of pulled back and kind of made smaller because Gordon's ears are actually super big, but I didn't want the actor to be drowning in the ears, so I made them smaller. My next design is JoJo, and JoJo's wearing a sweatshirt that it's kind
supposed to look like a rugby shirt, but the lines are weighted, and he has a Peter Pan collar, and he has high-waisted shorts on that are they're kind of designed to look like a skirt, but they're not supposed to be a skirt. It's just supposed to be shorts. But and it's just me trying to keep the costume as gender neutral as possible. The shorts are cuffed, and he's wearing red high-top Converse with white socks with red stripe on them, and his shirt is kind of cropped a little bit because I just think it would be a cuter look with a high-waisted shorts if his shirt was just cropped just a little. So my final design is Maisie LaFleur, and Maisie has this big feather headpiece coming out of her head, and she has feathers on her, on her collarbone, and that same feather material is going to line her bow sleeves, and her bow sleeves basically are going to act like her wings. Her dress is like a pencil skirt dress. The bodice is made out of leather, and the bodice has triangle-shaped cuffs, because I think that fit her personality more. Her skirt is going to have long fur cut in layers to act like, so when she moves around on stage, it's going to act like a flapper skirt, so when she moves around, her skirt will move with her, and it's a cute little effect. Same thing like Gordon, the actor, is going to wear a unitard, because I don't want to break immersion. The actor is going to wear feathers everywhere, obviously, and going to wear gloves with fake plastic nails on them. Her skirt goes longer in the back because I want that to be like her tail, and her shoes are basically like regular character shoes with little lines on them to look like a person.
And I'm Mariah Wilson, and today we'll be performing a duet acting scene from the play Graphical by David Lindsay of Dale.
This play contains aspects for frank talk of death and language. If any of this offends you, please take the time to leave now. Thank you. And with that, we proudly represent District 3, Troop 2329.
Toss was two. Yeah.
Remember this one?
How would the
No.
monkey?
He, I guess.
How would they learn this?
It was his idea after that open house. It seems all his grief goes out the window when it comes to maximizing profits. Sorry. I shouldn't have said that. Just being mean.
Otherwise, I'll never get through it. Did Izzy tell you I was taking continuing ed classes? We're reading Bleak House. Isn't that hilarious? The instructor handed out the syllabus and I just laughed. Bleak House. Of course, no one knew what I was laughing at, which was great. It's in Bronxville. Nobody knows me there. I'm normal there. I don't get that face every time someone looks at me. What face? You know. Hi, how are you? You hanging in there? I hate it. And you know what's nice? These ladies don't talk about their children, or their husbands, or any of it. I think they're just so happy to be away from all of that. It's probably the last thing they want to talk about, because I'm sure most of them are bored housewives anyway, right? I don't know. Well, that 2 days from test are continuing ed classes, isn't it? I guess. Sure. And they're just so happy to be talking about Dickens instead of what's for dinner. Yay! We're reading literature. It's like they're in college again. Who would want to talk about their families? I know I don't. Anyway, I like it. I like that I'm just a lady taking a class. And next week, we start running Wolverine. Gotta get the old girls going. Huh? Toss. I don't know about those. No, I know. Well, I'm like, Pat's annoying. Try listening to that hours on end. Izzy gave him that. Only people without parents get those kinds of gifts. Or people who want to punish parents. You know what? Debbie's kids might like this. We should save it for them. That ought to show her. Well, haven't heard from her? No. How we play squash with Rick. Here the kids are good. Toss. Do you remember Emily? Of course. She's getting big now. I thought you said you hadn't seen her. No, but I passed right in his daycare. All the kids were in the yard. What? That's the way I walked to the post office. Yeah. Anyway, that's too bad about Debbie. But that can happen. Friends disappeared. I remember when our kid died. Sorry. What about this? No, it's busted. You know, the thing about Debbie, yeah, it can be just as bad the other way sometimes. Do you remember Maureen Bailey? Sure. Well, I couldn't get rid of her after her brother passed away. I remember. Always at the house, always checking in on me, eating up all the cinnamon buns that Jenny brought me. I didn't have a moment to myself. And of course, it was nice, I guess, but it just didn't feel like it was about me. It just felt like she had nothing else better to do, like consoling me to keep her property, something to fill up her day. So finally, one afternoon over coffee, I said, Maureen, why are you here all the time? What'd she say? She said, I just want to be there for you, Nat. I just want to share as you breathe. So I said, well, it's not working. I seem to have it all to myself still. You climb your fat ass in that chair every freaking day. You did not say that. I did. And suck up all my coffee, and I refuse to live here with any of the streets you're allegedly sharing with me. The only thing you do take out of here are my cinnamon buns. So I never saw her again, obviously. Which is too bad, actually. She was the only one who talked about
Hi, my name is Dakota Duncan.
And I'm Dr. Aaron Cynthia. And today we will be performing a duet acting scene from the play The Odd Couple.
This scene is asterisks for language and religion, so if this offends you, please take the time to leave now. Thank you.
And with that, we proudly represent Troop 2329.
I'm home, dear. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Oh yeah, something wonderful is going on in that kitchen. No, sir, there's no doubt about it. I'm the luckiest man on earth. Hey, I got the wine. It's hard not to say. 6 1/4. You don't mind, do you, pussycat? Hey, we'll walk to work this week. No, Felix, you did a great job. One little suggestion, let's come down with lights, very softly with the music. What do you think goes better with Undergrowth, Monsignor Sinatra? Felix, what's the matter? Something's wrong. I can tell by conversation. All right, Felix, what is it?
What is it? Let's start with what time you think it is.
I don't know, 7:30?
7:30? Try 8 o'clock.
All right, it's 8 o'clock, so?
So you said you went 7. That's what you said. I'll be home at 7 is what you said.
All right, I said I'd be home at 7. And it's 8, so what's the problem?
Well, if you knew you'd be late, why didn't you call me?
I couldn't call you. I was busy.
Too busy to pick up the phone?
I was in the office, working.
Working?
Yes, working.
I called your office. They said you were gone.
It took me an hour to get home. I couldn't get a cab.
Since when do they have a cab at Hennigan's bar?
Wait a minute. I want to get this down on a tape recorder because no one will believe me. You mean now I have to call you about coming home late for dinner?
Not just any dinner. Just the one I've been sleeping over since 2 o'clock to help you pay for an hour.
Felix, this is no time for domestic quarrel. We have 2 girls coming down any minute.
You mean you told them to be here at 8 o'clock?
I don't remember what I said. 7:30, 8 o'clock. What difference does it make?
Oh, I'll tell you what difference. You told me they were coming here at 7:30. At 7, you arrive and we have cocktails. At 7:30, we have dinner. It is now 8 o'clock. My London world is finished. If we wait it out, the whole damn thing will be dried up.
Oh, God help me.
Never mind helping you. Tell them to save the meat because now we got $9.34 worth dried up in there right now.
Can't you keep it warm?
Who do you think I am, the magic chef? I'm lucky I got to at 8 o'clock. What am I going to do?
I don't know. Keep warm gravy on it?
What gravy?
You mean you don't have any gravy?
Oh my God, where the hell am I going to get gravy at 8 o'clock at night?
I thought it comes when you cook the meat.
What is the meat? You don't know the first thing you're talking about. You have to make gravy. It doesn't just come.
That's my house. Now I'm giving it to you.
You need to know where the kitchen was. I think it shows you.
You want to talk to me? Put down the spoon.
The spoon? You dumb ignorance. It's a ladle. You don't even know it's a ladle.
All right, Felix. Get all of this.
Oh, you think it's so easy? Yeah, the kitchen's all yours. Make a London world for 4 people half-hour leave.
Listen to me. I'm arguing with you over gravy.
Oh, well, they're here. Our chicken guests. I'll get a sign.
No. Stay where you are.
I'm not taking a blame for this dinner.
No one's blaming you. No one even cares about the dinner.
I care. I take pride in what I do. And you're going to tell them exactly what happened.
Okay, all right. You can take a Polaroid picture of me coming at 8 o'clock. Now take off that stupid apron because I'm opening the door.
I just want to get one thing clear. This is the last time I ever cook for you again. Because people like you don't even appreciate a decent meal. That's why they have TV dinners.
You through?
I'm through.
Smile. Well, hello. Thank you.
My name is Connor Matthews, and today I will be presenting a student-directed scene from Othello by William Shakespeare. Here are my actors.
Hi, my name is Sam Lipsy, and I'll be playing Iago.
Hello, my name is Blake Gatling, and I will be playing Cassio.
Hi, my name is Dakota Duncombe, and I'll be playing Montague.
Hello, my name is Eric Fernandez, and I will be playing Rodrigo.
Hi, my name is Madison Eubanks Brooks, and I'll be playing Soldier 1.
Hello, my name is Nicholas Rios, and I will be playing Soldier 2.
Hi, my name is Courtney Sickler, and I will be playing Soldier 3.
Actors, take your places. This scene is aspect for language, violence, substance abuse, religion, and prejudice. So if that offends any of you, please take the time to leave now. Thank you. And with that, I proudly represent District 3 to 2329.
If I can fasten but one cup upon him and she had drunk tonight already, he'll be as full of cruel innocence as my young mistress's dog. Now, my superior Rodrigo, whom my friend almost the wrong side of, to Desdemona and Knight Cross, quotation poverty. He's to watch. 3 lads of silence, noble, swelling spirits that hold their honors in the wary distance. The very elements of this river-like isle have eyes tonight flustered with glowing cups. They watch too. Now, watch this flock of drunkards, and I to put our captain and some actual defend the eye. Here they come. If consequence do but prove my truth, my boat sails freely, both with wind and stream.
Poor God, they've given you rounds already.
Good spade, a little one, not past the fights as I'm a soldier.
Swine! Oh! I live in the Connecticut Creek. I live in the Connecticut Creek. A soldier's a man of life must spend by them. Let a soldier drink. Swine, boy!
Poor God, an excellent song.
I lived in England, where indeed there are most potent and potted. Your David, your German, and your swag valley home, your three coats are nothing to your English.
Is your Englishman so expert at his drinking?
Why, he drinks you with facility. Your Dane, gentle. He sweats not to overthrow your Almain, and he gives your Hollander a vomit, and the next bottle can be filled.
To the health of our gentlemen.
I'm Lord Lieutenant, and I'll do you justice.
Yeah, sweet England! King Stephen was a worthy peer, his peace cost him but a crown. He held him sixpence all too dear with the tailor round. He was a man of high renown and of low degree. To try to post a man down, take
This is a more exquisite soul than the other.
Will you hear it again?
For I hold him to be unworthy of his place that does those things. Well, God's above all, and every soul must be saved, and every soul must not be saved.
It's true, good Lieutenant.
For my own part, no offense to the general nor any man of quality, I hope to be saved.
And so do I too, Lieutenant.
I require leave not before me. The lieutenant is to be saved before the agent. Let's have no more of this. Let's do our affairs. Forgive us our sins.
Here.
Gentlemen, let us look to our business. Do not think, gentlemen, that I am drunk. This is my agent. This is my right hand, and this is my left. I can stand well enough and speak well enough.
Excellent, well.
What? Very well. You must not think that I am drunk.
To the platform, masters. Come, let's set the watch.
See this gentleman that's gone before you? He's a soldier fit to stand by Caesar and to give direction. Do but see his vice. 'Tis to his virtue, a just eaten much, but one as long as the other, 'tis pity of him. I fear the trust Othello puts him on some odd time of his infirmity will shake this island.
But is he often thus?
It's after the prologue of his sleep. He'll watch the whirl of a dull city, drink from it.
It's whereabout the general will put in mind of it, or perhaps his good nature prizes the virtue that appears in Thespian, who is not in his English. Is not this true?
Rodrigo! I pray you, after the lieutenant to go.
And it's his great pity that the noble lord should hazard places his own second with one of an ingract infirmity. If weren't an honest action to say sort of more.
Not I for this, Sir Island. I do love Cassio well, and would do much to hear him of his evil. But, hark, what noise? Help! Help! You go! You bastard! What's the matter? A name teach me my duty? A ring today to a train ball! Finger!
Negligence! I beg you, sir. Hold your hand.
Let me go, sir, or I'll knock you on the mouth!
Come, you're drunk.
Drunk?
Wait a second. Go out and cry in me.
Thank you.
Hello, today I'm going to be presenting a publicity direction on the play Hamlet, Prince of Denmark by William Shakespeare. This play is asterisk for free talk of death, so if this offends you, please take the time to click off of this video now. And with that, I proudly represent District 3, Troop 2329. Hamlet is a very dark and absurd show, telling the story of a young prince who slowly spirals towards madness by the news of the death of his father. The work I'm going to present is all real designs used in my school's fall production of Hamlet in 2019. I was the marketing director and production manager, so I was in charge of designing all of the posters and marketing materials. I also took all of the headshots that were used in the program, as well as in all promotional aspects. I had a crew that completed work for me, such as typing up the program, while I proofread and oversaw everything before it became finalized. The color blue is a color a lot of people associate with sadness and mourning, which is a big theme in Hamlet, and is why I chose this color scheme for my publicity materials. So for the poster, I made sure to incorporate that to the background with the ombre, dark blue, light blue fade, as well as keeping the skull. The classic skull is something that everyone thinks of when they imagine Hamlet, which is why it was heavily discussed to be used throughout all marketing materials. The skull evokes a certain emotion when people see it from its like Gothic origin, and it really represents Hamlet's overall theme of like death and grief. So that is something that I really thought about and wanted to keep throughout my designs. Leading on, the poster also includes all of the information needed about the production, such as the name of the play, the location, the ticket prices. And since Hamlet is public domain, there are no legal aspects needed to include on the poster. Next are some promotional teaser posters, which would be hung up a few weeks prior to the show's opening night in order to create anticipation and excitement for the production. My teaser posters were an idea that I was really excited to execute because immediately I thought of ways to rope in certain aspects of the production into them. The posters include the main characters. The ones who die have a half skull to represent that, such as Hamlet, and the characters who live, like Horatio, do not. I used the classic skull again in these designs to incorporate a form of foreshadowing of who dies and who doesn't, and in this play, of course, a lot of the main characters end up dead at the end. These posters would be hung up in pairs and groups according to how the characters relate to each other. So for example, Ophelia, Laertes, and Polonius posters would be placed together because they're all part of the same family. And the following week could be the characters such as Hamlet, Gertrude, and Claudius because they're also family, and so on and so forth. Another promotional aspect done to create anticipation was posting the Meet the Cast and Crew slides on all of our social medias. These were posted daily and a month prior to the show. I designed these templates to fit the theme of the production and used the same blue background as the posters, as well as keeping the headshots that I took for the teaser posters. The purpose of them not smiling is again to emphasize the mood of the play. The ticket designs are very similar to the poster designs, keeping the same skull in the center and the same sort of ombre fade color for the background. Also following the color scheme and theme of the play, we have the light gray color, the blue color, and the red color. I I know the red color may seem like it's out of place because of the previously mentioned blue palette color scheme, but the red is used to represent the death in Hamlet, as well as to add variety to the tickets. Next is the program. The program cover is the basic poster design without the ticket prices, because if you receive a program, you've already paid for a ticket to attend the show. Opening up the program, you'll see the director's notes and the assistant director's note. Following that are the names of the individuals on the production team, as well as a fine arts curriculum guide. Next are the names of the cast and crew, as well as their roles. Following that are some facts about the playwright, and then we open up to the biographies of everyone in the cast and crew. This is all alphabetized, so found easily. Following that are the acknowledgements, thanking the people who helped make the production possible, as well as our sponsors, and the ad sales. Finishing up the program is information about following productions for the company. Next, we have press releases. If you'd like to pause and read through them, please do so. Inside of the information article, we have, of course, information about the play, show dates, times, and ticket prices, as well as a brief description of the play. Inside the feature article is information about the play, along with information about the promotional project. If I were to do the show again, for my promotional project, along with my teaser posters, I would add a QR code at the bottom right corner, which would then lead to social media filters from places such as Snapchat or Facebook profile pictures. And this filter would be so people could skullify themselves in the theme of Hamlet. And along with the ability to skullify yourself, I would also add information about the show, such as dates and times. Social media is one of the biggest ways to promote shows nowadays, so I really do believe that this form of marketing would really encourage people to come to the show. My budget is based on the campaign of a high school production. Each student is required to sell $100 worth of an ad, which is then taken and split amongst crews, making ticket sales all profit. Ticket sales would be $10 at the door and $7 pre-sale. Part of the marketing was also reaching out and working directly with the English Language Arts department. Many of classes had an entire Hamlet unit so they could come to the show. T-shirts are also sold for $10 during show nights, and the company t-shirts were covered with the ad sales, so all of those would also be profit. The sources I used for my marketing campaign were all used to determine the appropriate designs to go along with the play, from period and era to the color schemes. The other sources are Atticus Printing, which were used for the t-shirts, and the programs I used to design all of the marketing materials. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sam Lipsy. And my name is Blake Gallagher, and we are dabbling in lip sync. And today we will be performing a duet acting scene from the play True West. This scene is aspects for violence, substance abuse, frank talk of religion, and right. Yes, lots of fun. So without a scene, please take the time to leave now. Thank you. And with that, proudly represent District 3, 2329. I had him get too up on me going into the back nine. He was sure he had me home. Should have seen his face when I pulled out the old pigeon wedge and cracked a pin high 2 feet from the top. He about shit his pants. He's like, where'd a guy like you ever learn how to play golf like that? He said. Of course, there's no contest yet. Nothing's final till it's on paper. Oh, it's final, all right. There's no way he's gonna back out of it now. We get it. Saul gambles? Yeah, sure. I mean, he liked the outline already, so he wasn't risking that much. I just guarantee you with my short game. Well, we should celebrate. I think Mom left the bottle of champagne in the fridge. Ah, you should not do that, Austin. She's gonna miss that. She won't miss it. She'll be proud of those goodies. I was firing on one. Besides, perfect for the occasion.
You're gonna get a real nice fee for writing the script, of course. Straight fee.
I'm writing the script.
That's what he told me. He said he couldn't hire a better screenwriter in the whole town.
But I'm already working on the script. I've got my own project. I don't have time to write 2 scripts.
No, he said he was gonna drop that other one.
You mean mine? He said he was going to drop mine and do yours instead?
Look, Austin, it's just beginner's luck, you know. I mean, I saved a 50-foot putt for this deal. No one did. He's not gonna be in, Austin. He said he wouldn't be in till late this afternoon.
I can't believe this. I just can't believe it. Are you sure he said that? Why would he drop my project?
That's what he told me.
He can't make a decision like this without telling me first. Talking to me, at least. He wouldn't make a decision like this without telling me.
Well, I was quite surprised myself, but he was real enthusiastic about my story.
What did he say? Tell me everything he said.
I've been telling you. He said he liked the story a whole lot. He said it was the first authentic Western to come across in a decade.
He liked that story? Your story?
Yeah. What's so surprising about that?
It's the worst story I've ever heard in my entire life.
Hey, hold on. It's my story I'm talking about.
It's a bullshit story. 2 cousins chase each other across Texas. Who would want to go see a film like that?
It's not a film. It's a movie. There's a difference. That's something Saul told me.
Oh, you did, huh?
Yeah, he said, in this business, we make movies. American movies. Leave the films to the French.
Even Saul got to do it. Just poured forth his vast knowledge of cinema.
I think he really liked me, to tell you the truth. I think he thought I could be somebody that he could confide in.
What'd you do, beat him up or something?
Hey! How about how many insults, buddy? You think you're the only one in the brain department here. You think you're the only one who can sit down, put things. There's other people got ideas too, you know.
Well, you must have done something. Threatened her.
I convinced him!
Oh, Jesus, Lee, you didn't hurt him, did you? Lee, did you hurt him?
I didn't hurt nobody. He liked my story. Very simple. He said it was the best story that's come along in a long, long time.
Well, that's what he told me about my story. That's the same thing he told me.
Well, he must have been lying. He must have been lying to one of us anyway.
Start pushing people around. They're gonna put you away.
I didn't push nobody. I beat them. Very simple. They can't touch me anyway. They can't lay a finger on me. I'm gone. I can come in through the window and out through the door. They never knew what hit them. You're stuck. You're the one that's stuck, not me. So let me know me what to do with this town.
Well, legally, it doesn't make sense that you just throw my idea out the window. I have been talking to him for months. I have too much at stake. Everything is riding on this project.
What's your idea?
Just a simple love story.
I'm a love story.
I'm not telling you.
I'll steal it, huh? Papa just keep it real close to home, isn't it?
Where did Saul say he was going?
He's gonna take my story up to a couple of studios.
That's my outlet. You have no right peddling it around.
You were ready to take cat for last night.
Give me my keys. What?
My keys.
I want them back.
Where do you come?
Just give me my keys! I need to get out of here for a moment.
Where are you gonna go, Austin?
I don't know. Just drive out to the desert for a while. I need to think.
Well, you can do all that perfectly fine right here. This is the perfect setup for thinking. We've got some writing to do here, boy. Now let's just take a little juice. Relax. We're partners now. Thank you.
All right, and now the time it takes for me to get down to the stage to make
I won't say I'm leaving. I'm staying until the weekend. We'll take all the things it's arranged to be. All the things on Saturday night will be. Something else will sing somewhere. Just the feeling. Okay.
I'm sorry, the number of votes is like, it's killing me. There are currently 1,491 votes. One is dying. So I got turned off the submission button. Hopefully all my people are out from backstage and you guys are all out here. Oh, that's not center stage. Okay, here we go. First, before I make all these announcements, I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for bearing with us. This is definitely a long night, but that is a good problem to have because that just means we had a ton of people who receive superiors on their events this year, so that's really awesome. I encourage you to probably at a later date, maybe tomorrow, who knows, to go ahead and watch the excellent showcase video that is linked to the program, and it's also linked under this video tonight. Thank you, Eric Fernandez, for putting that together for us. Now, we normally charge $1 a vote. Can you imagine? We'd be in a hot in here. All right, you guys. So, this year's fan favorite technical event is Christina Morris, student choreographer. This year's fan favorite performance event, Nadia Lee Patel Pantomime. Okay, and here I have the 12 events that will be representing us at the State Thespian Festival. That is not only, so this is not, I'm not like choosing them. This is done by score, and then also based on if it was a group event, if all of the people in the group had RSVP'd that they would be attending the State Thespian Festival. So, without further ado, Emma Daniels, solo musical. Zach Bernstein, solo musical. Sam Lipsy, solo musical. Nadia Lee Patel, pantomime. Connor Matthews, monologues. Sam Lipsy and Zach Bernstein, Lily Josh Aaron Sivia and Dakota Duncan. Yes. Hermione Buckner and Emily Mooney. Shailene Shorty Barvis. Connor Matthews, student director. Sophie Patel, publicity director. Blake Gaffney and Sam Lipsy, Duet actor. I'll be in touch with all of you guys, but if you guys if you needed to or wanted to redo your videos for the state submission, I need those in about 2 weeks. So, I know, it's the only time we're gonna have it anyway, because then Anastasia starts, so there's that. So if you wanted to redo that, we're gonna figure that out. I'll be in touch with you guys for that information. Otherwise, you guys, thank you so much. It is so good to be back. I wish you well. keep your mask up so we can see, keep doing theater. Have a beautiful night. You guys help us clean up. Help us clean up.
Yeah, go ahead.